Yo, this is Night Lovell. You tuned into Mass Appeal. Shout out Mass Appeal and let's get it poppin'. Toronto's the capital of the province, but Ottawa's the capital of the country. So it's like a government city, like, you know what I mean? There's not too much that happens. So I feel like kids really enjoy when like shit like what I'm doing happens, because it's like they never get to experience that, you know what I mean? Ottawa, it's a very like, especially the winter, like it's just bad weather all the time. Like you're just in your house all the time, you know what I mean? Like you don't really see too much when you live in places like that, so. I always tell people like, as much as I want to do well myself, it's always about making Ottawa better, you know what I mean? There's more artists kind of becoming comfortable to do their own thing, because I feel like it was kind of the thing where no one really wanted to step out of the comfort zone. So I mean, that's why Toronto was kind of at the forefront, but now other cities are kind of stepping out of the comfort zone, just doing their own shit. Since I was kind of the first artist to do something almost, so I feel like they don't really pay attention to anyone else. So there's a bunch of like, underrated artists in the city that people soon will know. There's Drexler, my boy Drexler, my boy Cole. There's other people in the city, like this guy I know named Chank's daddy. He's fire. And then obviously Shaq, my DJ, makes beats, and there's a whole bunch of other people, but there's a lot of talent in Ottawa. Making music is kind of my favorite thing, and then performing is kind of the prize, you know what I mean? Because you get to see the reaction, you feel the energy and shit, and it's a whole different, like, without performing, I don't know if I'd make music. Because that's ultimately what people make music for, to perform it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, they're both great things. I'm a very shy person, like, I don't, like, open mic night is, to me, I feel like everyone's kind of judging in that situation. Like I can't do that. I was the kid in like school to like, if there's a presentation, I'm skipping class. Like I can't do that. So the only time I can perform is if the energy's there. Other than that, then it's like, there's been shows too, like, there's been certain shows where like the energy's just not there and it feels like I'm doing a presentation or something. Like, it feels like everyone's judging me, and I don't really like that. And it comes with it, like I asked for all this, so you can't really complain when that shit happens, because I have a whole amount of more blessings than that stupid shit, so. I used to, not many people know, I guess like the hardcore fans know, I used to do track. I didn't get any scholarships for it because I didn't go to college, but I went to World Youth Championships in Ukraine and Youth Olympics in China. If you type in my real name on Google, like that'll come up like under all the music shit, if you look. I don't know, I always felt like music was more my thing. And some people told me to stay in both, but they're just two totally different, like, that track takes like a whole mind state, and music they just didn't clash right, so. I made beats, but I didn't make music. So I listened to some of my beats, but I was always listening to other shit. That was like my thing, like when I go home from track, I just make beats. That was like 2013. I'd always listen to like Rocky and Jay-Z, Travis, Wiz Khalifa and shit, like stuff relevant around that time. Late 2014, I was like, I want to be on the fucking Blues Fest stage, so let me try to make a song, and then I made Dark Light. Like I was just putting words together to make a song. I mean, like there's some references in there, but at that point it was just about making a song with vocals on my beat. Ottawa Blues Fest, yeah. It's sick. It's like one of the like most popular North American festivals, I think. I used to be like in the crowd, front row, like moshing and shit when like, who came? Kanye came once, like Snoop Dogg would come out, Rocky came once. I'd always be like front row and shit. So I'd always like go home like thinking like, damn, I want to be on that stage. So finally I got that opportunity this year. So that's one milestone for me. I'm into every Call of Duty, every single one. There's GTA, but I can't play it for too long because it gets boring. Then there's the PC games. I used to play RuneScape, MapleStory, Lattale, you name it. So yeah, I'm into all video games. I don't smoke, bro. I've tried it, but I just can't. It makes me too paranoid. I can't do that. Everyone's always like surprised when I tell them that. They're like, yo, I thought you smoke like when you're not. Like I'm always sober when I make music. Yeah, I'm always sober. Like I like to drink, but not when I'm making music. I feel like you gotta be like kind of sane for that. I don't like when there's too many people like in the studio kind of just watching, like it's kind of weird. So usually I'm by myself or with a very like select few people, but other than that, As long as I'm by myself, I'm good. I'll just start creating and shit. I'm simple. Like if I'm recording, I just have a bottle of water, and I'm just recording, finishing the song, and going back to like playing video games and shit. Like I don't need to. I'm not high maintenance and shit. I'm a very simple person. I guess many people don't really expect that because I guess the way I perform or like kind of like show myself, but I'm a very simple person. That's all I need, a mic. I don't know, like I always have like an amount of songs to put out a tape, but unless I feel like they connect in a way, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna really put out an album. I'd rather just put out songs, like song after song after song. But there might be a time where I'm like, oh, these like kind of connect, and then from there, we'll just kind of work on an album and then put it out. My first love is like producing, so I always have like a hand in the production, like whoever produces it, like I'm really picky with that shit, but yeah, it's like a close circle. Me, there's a producer I work with all the time, his name's Blank Body, he lives in California. My DJ is a producer too, Shaq, and then whoever like sends me beats too, if it's fire, I'll like just fuck with it. Listen to R.I.P. Trust, there's more music coming soon. I don't know about an album, but if an album comes about, then obviously I'll tell everyone.